Hi, welcome. I'm Colleen with Baby Bump Academy, and I am here with Tara Rice of Informed Beginnings. She teaches her Joyful Birth 12-week series here at this studio, and she is also a labor doula. So we are here to talk about why Tara's classes are 12 weeks long. People feel like that's a really long commitment, so let's hear about why it's that length.
Okay, well there's a few reasons. I'll start with an easy one. The central technique for giving birth naturally is relaxation. And what's wonderful about it is that anybody can learn that skill.
Oh yeah.
The thing is though, it takes time. Research shows us that relaxation is a very effective pain coping tool, but it takes about 3 months to learn it well.
Okay.
And that's one big reason that my classes are 12 weeks or 3 months long. Relaxation is going to work best for people who have really practiced this skill. So Colleen, there are several reasons actually. Let's start with an easy one. The central technique for giving birth naturally is relaxation. What's great is this is something that anybody can learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it takes time though. Research shows us that it takes about 3 months to be able to use this tool effectively as a pain management tool. And that 3 months or 12 weeks is one reason why my class is the length it is. Relaxation is going to work best for the people who have been able to practice it over a period of time. Being able to relax completely and work with her body is going to allow a woman's labor to progress normally. It's going to allow her to avoid unnecessary pain, which we all would like to avoid unnecessary pain. And it's also going to help her cope with pain that she does experience. There's a lot of other comfort measures and techniques that I teach in class, but relaxation is the key.
It reminds me of being an athlete and going to practice and practicing a skill every single day, or practicing, running if you're an endurance athlete. And, if you don't practice when you go to that big event, you're going to freak out, you're going to panic, because when that soccer ball comes to you, you're going to be like, what do I do with this? I don't know what to do, or I don't know how to control it. Or if you're an endurance athlete running a race, you might not even
be able to finish.
Right, you want to finish that event because you practiced it, you prepared for it. So, what is about relaxation that takes, a while to learn?
Well, mom needs to get in touch with her body and be able to relax completely, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And that's got to be a conditioned automatic response that she's built in herself. And then her partner needs to learn what techniques work best for her, and to be able to practice them with her so that his voice or her voice and touch are mom's relaxation cues. So what we do in class is each week we introduce a new relaxation technique. We try it in class. We also put that with a labor position and a comfort measure. And then the couples can practice it together over the course of the week, and then we check in at the end of the week and see how that worked out for them. At the end of the class series, we put that all together into one big labor rehearsal, so that moms and partners will be experienced with using these different techniques, and they can use them with confidence in labor.
That sounds amazing. Is there any other topics covered in your class other than labor?
Yes. So the goal of natural childbirth, of course, is a healthy mom, healthy baby, healthy family. And a mother has a much better chance of giving birth naturally if she's entering the labor process healthy and prepared. The family is also going to get off to the best start when the mom and the partner are well prepared, not just for the birth, but for the post-birth period as well. So what I do is I take a holistic approach, and I cover more than just childbirth. Although we talk about labor and birth every week, the first 3 classes focus on preparing your body through nutrition, through some specific exercises that we learn to prepare different muscle groups, and through general exercise. And we also talk about prenatal choices. We start to address the role and the needs of the birth partner in those first 3 weeks as well.
The first 3 weeks sound like they're jam-packed, so what comes after that?
The next classes, 4 through 9, focus on understanding and working with your body in labor, the role of the birth partner and how to support a laboring woman, understanding the emotions and the hormones of labor. We talk about handling any variations and complications that might arise, and creating your own personal birth plan. Classes 10 and 11 focus on postpartum adjustment for moms and their partners. We also talk about newborns, and we cover breastfeeding. And then the final class is a chance to practice all the different labor techniques we've learned throughout the series in the Informed Beginnings Whole House Labor Rehearsal. So in short, couples really get everything that they need to know in order to go into the labor process confident and prepared to birth naturally.
Wow, that's a lot of info in that 11-week span, covering anything and everything that you might need to know in preparation for labor and delivery. Are there any other advantages to the 12-week series?
I think so. One thing that's nice is that it allows for couples to really get their questions answered, whether it's about pregnancy or birth or babies or breastfeeding. A lot of times people get partway through a series and they discover from what they're learning that they have questions that they didn't know they had before. So it gives them a chance to really get that covered. It also gives people a chance to implement any choices that they're making along the way. As they're learning more things, they might change some of their plans, and it gives people a chance to do that with some support. It also gives people a chance to get to know their fellow students. Something I really love is that the couples in my class tend to stay in touch. Long after the end of class and after their babies are born. They do play dates sometimes and reunions. So building community with like-minded parents is another way to make the journey more joyful and to get another source of support.
That sounds great. So because you offer one at a time and they are 12 weeks long, what happens if a class series ends before the mom's due date?
Sometimes that's how it works out. There's going to be a month or two in between the end of the series and mom's due date. So what I offer is that after a couple completes a class series with me, they can continue to come to the classes in my next series at no extra charge.
Okay.
So let's say they decided they wanted a refresher on first stage labor. They would just contact me and find out when that class would be happening again, and they could come and sit in on it. I also offer phone and email support, so if questions come up following the end of their class series, they can always contact me that way also.
That's so great. That's awesome. So Tara, thank you so much for sitting in and explaining why your class is 12 weeks. And for all you watching, don't be afraid of the 12-week length. It's extremely informative and amazing information that you want to know.
And we have a lot of fun too.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching.